गुरु माऊली तू निर्मळ मनाची, गुरु माऊली तू निर्मळ मनाची, गुरु माऊली तू निर्मळ मनाची. गुरु कृपा जशी, गुरु कृपा जशी, गुरु कृपा जशी दया सागराची. गुरु माऊली तू निर्मळ मनाची, गुरु माऊली तू निर्मळ मनाची, गुरु माऊली तू. सहज तुझी क्रांती, तुझी भव्य मूर्ती, सहज तुझी क्रांती, तुझी भव्य मूर्ती, सहज तुझी क्रांती, तुझी भव्य मूर्ती, सहज तुझी क्रांती, सहज तुझी क्रांती, तुझी भव्य मूर्ती. भक्तांची कैवारी, भक्तांची कैवारी, भक्तांची कैवारी अशी तुझी कीर्ती. भक्तांची कैवारी अशी तुझी कीर्ती. गुरु माऊली तू निर्मळ मनाची, गुरु माऊली तू निर्मळ मनाची, गुरु माऊली तू. तुझ्या लेकरांना धर्म झाले तुझी कृती, तुझ्या लेकरांना धर्म झाले तुझी कृती, तुझ्या लेकरांना धर्म, तुझ्या लेकरांना धर्म झाले तुझी कृती, तुझ्या लेकरांना धर्म झाले तुझी कृती. तुझ्या लेकरांना धर्म झाले तुझी कृती, तुझ्या लेकरांना धर्म. तुझ्या लेकरांना धर्म झाले तुझी कृती, तुझ्या लेकरांना धर्म झाले तुझी कृती. समर्पणाच्या निर्गुणात दिसे तुझी आकृती, समर्पणाच्या निर्गुणात दिसे तुझी आकृती. गुरु माऊली तू निर्मळ मनाची, गुरु माऊली तू निर्मळ मनाची, गुरु माऊली तू. तुझे नाम मंत्र मुखी तुझे गायन, तुझे नाम मंत्र मुखी तुझे गायन. तुझे नाम मंत्र मुखी तुझे गायन, तुझे नाम मंत्र, तुझे नाम मंत्र, तुझे नाम मंत्र मुखी तुझे गायन. अर्पण निरपेक्ष भक्ती चरणी अर्पण गुरु माऊली तू निर्मळ मनाची गुरु माऊली तू निर्मळ मनाची गुरु माऊली तू लेकरांची समूळ जागृती इच्छा लेकरांची समूळ जागृती इच्छा लेकरांची समूळ जागृती इच्छा लेकरांची तुझ्या ठाई देखिली शक्ती ईश्वराची तुझ्या ठाई देखिली शक्ती ईश्वराची गुरु माऊली तू निर्मळ मनाची गुरु माऊली तू निर्मळ मनाची गुरु कृपादशी गुरु कृपादशी गुरु कृपादशी दया सागराची गुरु माऊली तू निर्मळ मनाची गुरु माऊली तू निर्मळ मनाची गुरु माऊली तू गुरु माऊली तू गुरु माऊली तू निर्मळ मनाची.
Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. Let's bow down humbly at the lotus feet of our Guru Shri Mataji. Let's raise our kundalinis and put ourselves in a bandhan. Let's put both our hands towards Mother Earth. Keeping our attention a couple of inches above the Sahasrara. Say the mantra for Shri Adi Bhumi Devi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. pray to Mother Earth to absorb all our imbalances. We humbly request her forgiveness for all the excess done against her. Let's bring our left hand onto our lap. Leave our right hand towards Mother Earth. Move our attention to the Muladhara. Let's meditate on the Muladhara for a few minutes. Mother, you who are Sri Ganesha, please let your lotus feet reside on my Muladhara. Please let the essence of Sri Ganesha be established on all my energy channels, on all my chakras, in my thoughts and in my actions.
ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीनिर्मलगणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्रीनिर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Let's move our attention to the void. Just give a few bandhans to the void. Mother, you who are Sri Adi Guru Dattatreya, please accept my surrender at your lotus feet. Mother, please establish the ability and grant me the strength to rise above the gravitational force of materialism. Let the beauty and the discipline of my spirit shine within me.
गुरुर् ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णू गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरु साक्षात परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे
Let us continue. Keeping our attention on the void. Listen to Sri Mataji's talk from 1982.
In the most auspicious time, that is called as Krita Yuga, we all have assembled here to understand the ways and methods of establishing our principle of a master. Krita Yuga. Krita Yuga means the time when you have to do something. Krita, when it was done. So, you are the channels of that doing the work of God. You are the channels of God Almighty and His power. On one side, you have to carry the dignity, the glory, and the assumption that you are a guru. On the other side, you have to be completely surrendered to your God Almighty. All your dignity, your authority comes from Him. And the third thing is that the way He has created this universe and you in a mood of play, you have to see His play. So, a kind of mood that is cheerfulness should be really bubbling through you. So far, the idea of Guru was that such a person never laughs, never smiles, always in a temper. That was all right for Gurus who did not have to have any contact with the public but hang themselves with a string somewhere in the Himalayas. But here we are facing the entire universe, which has to receive the bubbling streams of your love. But that does not mean that you have to be frivolous, because you cannot be. The divine play is not frivolous, it is joyful. And the joy does not have that duality. So, to get to the establishment of your Guru principle, first we should know how it is destroyed. As it is, anything that is not looked after or maintained gets destroyed. If you do not pay attention, say, to these beautiful plants here, they will be destroyed. Even matter which is not attended to gets destroyed. So first of all, we have to know that we must be attentive and alert, that if we do not maintain ourselves, we will be destroyed. Because maintenance is not for maintenance sake. It is for stopping the destruction of your Guru principle. When we are negligent or lazy about it, we are responsible for destroying our Guru principle. So the attention that we have is to be given to the maintenance of this Guru principle. The Gurus have the capacity to maintain themselves and maintain others. In the beginning, when the Gurus tried to establish this maintenance principle, they put very, very strong rules and regulations. If you read Bible in the Levi chapter, you will find all the chariots that are described, which they are following now in Riyadh or in the Arabic countries. To maintain that principle within yourself, it's written in such strong languages, like such a person who does not do this should be killed to death. If such a person does anything wrong of this kind, should be killed by stoning. That was at the very beginning. So the people now at that stage of evolution required that kind of a fear. This was not meant to in any way to insult or to harm or to take away the freedom of human beings. But it was meant for people to give a great idea of the importance of the principle of Guru within themselves. At that stage, they used the frightening methods, I should say, horribly dangerous time. At that time, people obeyed also. Then another evolutionary step took place where a stage started. People thought they must become austere and start maintaining themselves by tremendous austerity. So it was self-projected. It was not projected towards others, but projected towards themselves. We can say that the first wave started when the Guru, the primordial Guru, said that if you don't do this, then you will be killed. The second stage was where the disciples accepted this within themselves and started telling themselves that if we do not do it, we will kill ourselves. Austerity started on the basis of wisdom and not on obstinacy. But then it became even fanaticism. So it went to one extreme. It started with the idea of maintenance. It started with the idea of maintenance. Maintenance itself became impossible, or perhaps they thought that they are not being able to maintain. They got confused, and to them rules and regulations became more important than maintenance itself. Thus you find they destroyed themselves. The wisdom or the essence of Guru Tattva is a balance. Like when you maintain a plant, if you do not give it water, it will die. If you give it too much water, it will die. So the wisdom lies in understanding how much water should be given to the plant so that it comes up at its best. Now this wisdom has to be achieved through your vibratory awareness. You are placed under the most fortunate circumstances that you are realized souls before your Guru Tattva is fully established. You have all the powers that any Guru can aspire without having the establishment of Guru Tattva. Especially you are under the complete blanket of the clouds of your mother's love. But in no way mother's love is going to allow you to destroy your Guru principle. As I told you that Guru principle is a very sensitive thing and is destroyed if you yourself do not try to maintain it. First of all, the destruction starts from the very source of our being. I mean to say that our being is created by 5 elements. And the 5 elements have a capacity all the time to get destroyed. Any one of these elements, if they are not looked after, they get destroyed. That is the built-in capacity of the elements or of the matter, as you can say. So to maintain them is important. Some people have an idea that once you become a guru, you need not maintain everything, it is maintained by itself. It is not.
C'est faux.
I agree that the spirit definitely enhances the beauty and the health of these elements. But at the human level, there is always a greater force that is trying to destroy it. So till we have completely become the spirit, there is always a chance of this destruction working it out. One may say, why this balance needed? And this is an important question which we should be able to answer all the people who ask us. Without the balance, you cannot ascend. If you cannot ascend, what's the use of our becoming human beings? For example, everything is God, but nobody is aware. At the human level, you become aware. Means everything exists. Everything is there, but it is not aware. Say there is a stone, that is also God, but it is not yet aware. Like say, this area is completely dark and we are blind. There is nothing to be seen, to be felt or experienced when you are in that condition. Actually, one thinks that darkness is the truth, that ignorance is the truth. But when the sun comes up and the light comes in and your eyes open, you start seeing everything. You start becoming aware. So at human level, you are aware at the highest point. Now this awareness has to become the awareness of the spirit. That has happened to you. You have felt the spirit. But the balance is not there as yet. Your mother has pulled you out and made you that, but still there is imbalance inside. If you go slightly to the left, you can be destroyed. You go to the right, you will be destroyed. So you have to try both the things, as I have told you the methods, which I will explain. First of all, you have to be austere with yourself. Just separate yourself from yourself. Separate yourself as a spirit and look at your ego and superego. Now you start watching the ego and superego. Do not maintain it. They are the destroying forces. Now when you see the play as a witness of the destroying forces, you will know how to also maintain yourself better. To separate yourself is easier when you take to austerity. The worst thing that elements have done to you is that you have formed habits, all kinds of hangs-up. Some people are fond of bathing, some people are fond of not bathing. Some people are fond of getting early in the morning, 4 o'clock, and singing songs and waking up everyone, and some are good at sleeping till 10 o'clock. Some like very light colored dresses, some like very loud colored dresses. If you are English, then you want to have English style everything. Horrible insipid food. If you are French, you want to have wine little bit. If you are Italian, you want to have carbohydrates, too much. If you are Spanish, you want to have too much fats. If you are Indians, you want to have too much of spices. So to change this habit, you have to give first of all the extremes that you like. Now if you say that I like bland food, then you should say I must eat lot of chilies. If you say I like pale colors, then you wear very loud ones. Go from one extreme to another extreme to begin with. But I have seen people, when they go from one extreme, they get stuck up on the other side also. So we have to be in the center, not to the extremes. A man who is an avdhuta, the one who is a great master, can never be hanged up by any hangs up. He cannot be ruled by any ideas that I like this. He sees beauty in the lush greenery, and he sees beauty in the trees which are devoid of any leaves. Now the trend of getting to austerity in a very funny way has started in the West. Like, if you comb your hair, then you are no good. If you do not smell in the body, then you are no good. If you don't look like a pig, you are no good. All kinds of funny sort of ideas have crawled into the mind because they are going to the other extreme. But we have to learn from the nature. Nature dresses up itself when it has to greet the spring. And when it is the winter, it just gets completely undressed, I should say, because the leaves have to go to the Mother Earth and that the sun has to reach the Mother Earth. It is not attached to anything. Surprisingly, it is much more elemental than we are. While we who are spiritual should have no attachment. But this idea is also a mental idea, which is the worst attachment. It's a very funny attachment, which makes me laugh. That's the biggest joker I've seen, that people get attached to mental ideas. It is like believing that whatever you think mentally will just happen to you. Say for a mental person, he has to go to picnic. He will mentally put in his mind he is going to take this, that and that. He may even open a file and write it down that I'm going to take this and this and this with me. And when he goes to the picnic, he'll find he's high and dry because he's not taken anything with him. It's all in the file. Your mother is good at speaking and she speaks to you, but it should not be your mental attachment. Like his mother says so and everybody discusses with such great enthusiasm, this is that, but it's not become part and parcel of your being. But it's a very common attachment nowadays with all the people knowing about everything and having nothing. This mental attachment is to be really attacked. Becoming is seeing. Becoming is experiencing. Becoming is seeing, it is experiencing. Like if I have to come to this place, I must come and see it. If only I have thoughts about it and mental idea, mental picture, it is no good. It's not mine. It's not the truth. So when you become aware, actually what happens? That you see it yourself. So let us see. Get out of that mental conception that you know already about. You do not know, because what you know is just mental. That should be a part and parcel of your being. Now how to do it? Some will say that we'll just go on being austere about it. Then that will become again another obsession. Some will say, all right, mother has said we should enjoy, so we'll just enjoy. How to strike the balance is the big problem, but should not be with people who have vibratory awareness. In that also you can be obsessed. I have seen people talking as if they are all great Saj Yogis and no
Let's continue sitting in meditation on our void. Mother, please awaken the Guru principle within me. Mother, thank you for giving me the awareness of the Spirit. Please establish the discretion and the wisdom of the Guru Tattva within me. Mother, please establish austerity within me and destroy all the negativity of mental attachments within me that are hindering my ascent. and hindering the awakening of the principle and the balance of Avadhuta, the great master within me. Let's finish with the third Sahasrar mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let's put our hands together and thank Shri Mataji for the opportunity of this morning's collective meditation. Thank you everyone for your vibrational presence. Have a beautiful, blissful day. Let's raise our kundalinis, put ourselves in a bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji.